88 Hills.
Well, we are just 2 weeks away from being able to travel to Canada without a COVID test.
On April 1st, no joke there, you can just drive, fly, or take a train across the border without a negative test result if you are fully vaccinated. The Canadian government says it's not ruling out another mandate if cases spike again, but health officials there say Canada needs to focus on other ways to control the virus.
Should be focusing locally on strengthening testing amongst people that need it rather than necessarily focusing on the border as a way to keep it out.
While the testing requirement is going away, the vaccine mandate is not. All travelers on planes, trains, cruise ships in Canada must still be fully vaccinated. A Western Washington town was crippled by the global pandemic, but now another worldwide crisis is strangely providing a boost.
And we're talking about the Whatcom County exclave of Point Roberts, which is separated by 2 different land crossings from the rest of the country.
King 5's Chris Daniels is there with another unusual story from a most unusual place. Chris.
Yeah, Greg, just a good afternoon to you both. It is rare to find a gas station in the United States selling gas by the liter, but that's what you find here in Point Roberts, Washington. Yes, $1.29 a liter here. You know, this is a town that's essentially been cut off from the rest of the country for 2 years, but now as things have loosened up, that number is bringing people back.
I've always said I'm the only person in Western Washington that roots for high gas prices. When the price of gas goes up, Canadians come down in mass. That stuff brings the boys to the yard.
Allie Hayton runs the international marketplace and almost shut down during the pandemic, but she has seen sales spike at her store in the past few weeks because Canadians are driving south for gas and stopping for some groceries too. Gas prices are roughly 50 cents a gallon cheaper when you factor in the metrics than lower mainland British Columbia. And we saw plenty of drivers today with Canadian plates making a run for the border.
On a tank for like our car, we save about probably like $30-$40 per tank, so it's kind of worth it for us.
Because it's cheaper, I'm retired, and I have lots of time.
There you go. A lot of people making the run south here to Point Roberts, Washington. You know, there's been exemptions for people that have lived in this area crossing the border for a few months. And you heard about the changes announced by the Canadian government today. That could help some things and help the recovery here, which has still been slowed as we now get out of the pandemic. Hopefully, we'll explain that part of the story coming up tonight on King 5 News at 5 o'clock. But for now, live in Point Roberts, I'm Chris Daniels, King 5 News.
Okay, Chris, we'll see you at 5 o'clock.